morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am cold.
Well, it's going to get colder. Right now, it's 19 degrees, a wind chill of 7. Our temperature high today should be 32, so it's going to be warm before the big freeze. We are expecting Arctic air moving into Michigan from Siberia. Thanks, Russia. The Arctic cold front moves through Michigan Saturday afternoon. Sunday, temperatures plummet. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
What's that? Oh,
It's Christianetti. I don't know why she's calling.
Chris knows. Chris knows. I thought it might have been one of your Wordle notifications.
Highs Monday and Tuesday will only reach 0 to 5, above 0, with wind chill temperatures near 15 below.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And we heard yesterday that feels like minus 20 is the cutoff, which means no school. But I do know there's a lot of principals around town telling their students that they're probably going to have Tuesday off. You
We'll
better
see.
be right. You
Monday.
better be right.
Monday, of course, is off. It's a Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah.
And it's going to be perhaps the coldest ever inauguration day in Washington, D.C.
Really, I wonder if that will affect what Carrie Underwood is going to wear. Let's take a look outside. Ooh, it is cold. It's going to be colder than it looks right now for the inauguration. What is the temp in D.C. Next week?
I don't know.
Visit Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. Online. Call Tina,
Well,
Roger,
it's winter.
the entire team.
Winter in Michigan.
You know, could you pull that picture back up? The Sky building over there, sitting there.
Yeah, the Sky Building.
Sitting there with all those offices in it. The same gentleman that built that building built our set here in JTV.
Awesome.
Did you know that?
Very nice job.
Yeah, very nice job. Brandon, have you ever been to that building? The Rose City Professional Plaza?
I have actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It is.
Very nice.
It's almost
Nice
like
atrium.
it's weird, to be honest with you.
It's kind of weird.
It's kinda weird.
It's a weird building.
It is weird, but it's very nice.
It needs more windows.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Of course, Michigan, everyone excited about the Lions playoff game Saturday night at Ford Field. And today, M Live speculated what celebrities were going to be in attendance. So they did a story that, look for these celebrities.
They
and then
like
at the
Detroit.
end of the story, they said, well, we really don't know if these people are going to be there.
Sure.
But just, we know they're
Right.
celebrities that like the Lions. Eminem, Jack White, Jeff Daniels, Dax Shepard, Kristen Bell. You know, Jeff Daniels watches the morning show from time to time.
from time to time.
Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Mr. Daniels.
Keegan-Michael Key, Tim Allen, Taylor Lautner, Flava Flav, Bob Seger, all potentially going to be at the game.
We know Tim Allen. He's a OG Lions fan because, of course, he used to wear Lions shirts on Tool Time.
Yep.
Or Home Improvement, excuse me.
Yeah.
That was a wonderful
He's
program.
got a new show. He's got a new show now.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Haven't seen it. Not interested. I've been reading a lot about AI and how like a lot of the stuff we're seeing on social media is now AI. Have you
Is?
been able to spot the AI?
Oh,
Have you?
I can tell AI.
Really? I'd argue most of it's AI because most of what's on social media is fake. Fake. Question. Something that bothers me, and you know this, I mention this from time to time. People will go on a vacation,
Yeah.
right? You go on a vacation, and then you get back home, and then you post 100 pictures from your vacation. What do you think the maximum number of pictures? Like you went to Ireland, right? Did you post some pictures?
10.
10. Okay, what do you think the max should be from a trip?
10.
I think 19 is the absolute max, not 75. Do you think people want to see that 75 pictures from your weekend up north?
No.
No,
And,
they don't.
what-
And if they do, they're looking into the photos to try and find what's going on, what's really going on back there.
Bad guys are also following social media, so when you're posting pictures of your wonderful time out of town,
Yes.
the crooks are at your house.
Very much so, yes. So when
Yeah.
a lot of people, they'll post from the Delta Sky Club, they'll check in, traveling to Buenos Aires. And yeah, exactly. You're telling the entire community that your home is going to be left vacant for at least a week.
Right, that's why sports stars are having their homes broken into, because everybody knows they're out of town.
They have a lot of house sitters too, so.
And another social media note, TikTok could be going away. The company plans to shut down its app for U.S. users on Sunday. That's when the federal ban could come into effect.
Well, they can't really shut it down. They just have to so you won't be able to get it on the App Store or
Right.
the Google Play Store.
They would not update the app. You couldn't get it on the either the Google Play or Apple Store. And then after about 2 or 3 months, but already there's the replacement, RedNote. Apparently,
RedNote?
people are jumping to RedNote.
It's
So
yeah. I don't think it would take long to find something else. Really, I mean, but yeah, TikTok is crazy. It's amazing. That's all the kids are on these days. All they are on.
that's all they do.
That's all they do. Concerning news from the FDA, they are banning Red 3.
Red dye.
Red Dye 3.
Is it 3? I thought it was number 4.
No, it's 3, right? It's 3. It's Red Dye number 3.
Yes, you're right. Red dye number 3.
Which is a synthetic dye linked to brain and behavioral problems. So what do you know anything that has Red 3 in it?
Peeps.
I didn't have that on my list.
Pink Peeps.
Bacon bits. You didn't know this.
Wow.
Brandon. Red 3 is in these bacon bits here, just so you know. Colored marshmallows, so obviously your little
Yeah.
peep deal there.
Yeah. Pez.
And
Jelly Belly.
some ice cream. Don't worry, Doritos fans. They use Red 40.
Wow.
Yeah, so Doritos fine. They use Red 40. It's just Red 3, and the producers of said foods have until 2027 to get that red dye out of the food.
Entenmann's Little Bites.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God. Brandon,
Yes.
those are a staple at your house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you ever eat them at night?
Sometimes.
Sometimes I do too. And then sometimes the next day there's no Little Bites left for the lunch, and then you get yelled at by your spouse. That happens to me a lot. I always eat the last Little Bites. But now that I know they have Red 3 in them, I'll never touch them again. Thank you.
Oddly, the FDA banned it from use in cosmetics about 20 years ago. So you could not put it in your makeup, but you could eat it.
Of course, it's another product that's been banned in other countries
Yes.
for years.
Got the police blotter this morning.
Let's hear it.
Officer Allison made contact with the subject in the JPD lobby. A 22-year-old male was arrested on an outstanding felony warrant
In the lobby?
in the lobby. So if you have, here's some advice.
It's a small lobby, to be honest with you.
If you have an outstanding felony warrant, don't drop into the police department unless you're surrendering.
Was he surrendered?
No, he wasn't. He was just there probably asking for a gun permit or something. I don't know.
That's
But
amazing.
he's in jail now.
Absolutely amazing. I hope someone invites me ice fishing over the next few days.
When are you going to use your magnet
Well,
fishing?
that is a great question. You had suggested I use it on my car to try and get the dent out of it. I got the magnet stuck to the car. I can't get the magnet off my car.
It's very
so
heavy.
It's out there right now. No, I don't want to. This doesn't make sense, but I don't want to get it ruined in the cold water. I want to save it for the spring and summer water. I just feel like this.
It's made for the water.
I guess so. So no, I'm looking forward to it. I've been invited to a lot of different channels and lake houses and docks. People have got wind of this. There's a lot of sunglasses and phones that people would like me to retrieve, but I'm really only looking for stuff like guns, so then you find a gun that was maybe used in a crime, call
Reward.
the police and say, hey, look, I found this handgun, and then they come check it out. Turns out it was linked to a 1985 thing.
Your
So-
prince will be on it.
No, I won't, because the has gloves and everything like that.
The new restaurant in Grass Lake is having their ribbon cutting today. Prates. Have you heard about it?
Prates?
Prates.
Sounds good.
And I think it's the Praters. The Praters. The Grass Lake Praters.
Okay.
Yep. So JT will be there at 4 o'clock. I'm anxious to go. I haven't been there yet. I haven't been to the other new one in
Napoleon?
Brooklyn.
Which one? Atlas?
Atlas.
Really?
Have you been?
No.
No.
No, I haven't, but I feel like I have. Like anyone who works here feels like they've eaten at Atlas 400 times already.
Wow, this is it. They mean it this time. The TSA has confirmed that you will need the real ID to get on an airplane starting May 7th.
Listen, you know damn well there's no chance.
No, they mean it.
There's no chance. You've traveled. I've traveled. There's no way that 50% of the traveling population will even have that done by then. I'm sorry, it just will not happen.
Then they won't get on a plane.
So how do you get a real ID, Bart?
You go to the Secretary of State. Do you have a real ID? I do.
No, I remember back it was like you needed one by October of 2020.
They mean it.
And then the pandemic hit, so I said I'm just going to hold off and wait until the last minute. So go to the Secretary of State? That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Riots at the airport.
Perfect. High school basketball coming up tomorrow night. We've got a doubleheader. We've got Lumen Christi girls as they take on Dearborn Divine Child. Live coverage. That could be as early as 5:15 tomorrow, so check that out, live from Lumen Christi. And then Macomb Lutheran Northern makes the 2.5-hour bus drive down to Summit Township for probably a butt whipping, and then they're going back home. Check it out, Friday, January 17th, and then here's the weekend broadcast schedule. That's what we've got this weekend. We've got the Jackson game we shot Tuesday. That's going to air a couple times, and then the LC boys and girls games will air throughout the weekend. And time now for our Center for Family Health scoreboard, brought to you by Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all with a focus on women's health. Busy night, just like every night this time of year. Grass Lake continues to roll. I think they're 12-0. Right now we've got a couple undefeated boys teams in the area still. Coldwater with a surprising win over Western. Hockey, Lumen Christi 6, Divine Child 1. That's a trophy game for Lumen Christi. And then United fell to Pioneer 4-2. Girls basketball, Western continues to roll. And we've got some photos on our website from a lot of the games. Bart, you were out at Jackson College last night. Wayne County topped JC by 11, but the women won. They beat Wayne County.
Men's game was closer than that final
Yeah.
score indicates.
Yeah.
It was tied up at halftime and well into the third quarter.
Yeah, I know you wanted to thank Coach Johnston for that hooded sweatshirt he gave you the other day. Here's what's coming up tonight. Bowling, wrestling. We've got some swimming, a couple boys basketball games, and some girls basketball games. For score schedules and more, jtv.tv. Thank you to the Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
Traverse City Airport, I think it's called Cherry County, Cherry,
yeah. It's a beautiful
Cherry Capital Airport. They announced that they're going to welcome a new airline to the airport this summer. It is JetBlue.
Ooh.
So you'll be able to fly from Boston to Traverse City for $49 one way.
No way.
And they expect that's going to bring an additional 14,000 people to the Traverse City region. It's too crowded already.
It is too crowded already up there.
So this should.
I don't like it.
stop.
Well, now we've got Chicago money. Now we're gonna have Boston money.
And people from Boston. I'm sorry, but they're rude.
I like people from
They're-
Boston.
They're
Brandon, I hope Benzino's not watching. Good Lord. Have you heard of Allegiant Air?
I have.
Yeah, I talked to some friends. Anyone who's going to Florida for spring break is either paying an arm and a leg or flying an airline they've never flown before. Talked to some D-Rice flying Allegiant. I talked to some people, they've never flown Allegiant, but they're flying Allegiant from Grand Rapids to Destin. They've got a nonstop.
Destin.
Yeah, Florida.
Destin, Florida.
Yeah, like
as
we're-
an airport.
I guess, yeah, they do. Yeah, I guess so. So we'll see how that goes. I'll have a report. They're all the same plane. Tomorrow, we've got the MLK breakfast at the American One Event Center. That's presented by the Jackson Chamber of Commerce. Still tickets available, $75 a person. It's a great morning, so join us. Guest speaker, Dr. Tanya Bailey. And then Saturday night, we will be out at Jackson College for the 2025 MLK Junior Dinner Celebration, where Lee Hampton will be honored with the 2025 MLK Medal of Service. And keynote speaker is old number 7 from Jackson High, Antonio Bass.
We have the winners of the New Hampshire Plow, Name That Plow contest. The top name was Control, Salt, Delete. Get it?
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Adam Sander, The Big Leplowski,
Very good.
Fritz Plowerby, and Tommy DePlowa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Those are the top names. That's the best they could do out of 3,000 entries.
Our show today brought to you by the Insurance Circle Agency, proudly located right here in Jackson and Battle Creek. They're your one-stop shop for everything insurance. If you'd like to get the conversation started, contact Dave Rice today, 517-888-5027. The Insurance Circle Agency, where we'll remember your name, and that is important now more than ever.
You know, they've got all kinds of problems out in Los Angeles.
I know that.
Right now, the fires continue to burn, and you know, I've been watching it, and I'm just wondering, why don't they just put the fires out?
Well, I don't know. It's ridiculous, really.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I think part of it is you know, some of the news crews can't get to where, I don't know. But yeah, I think that you make a great point at this point, Bart.
Los Angeles Deputy Mayor of Public Safety Brian Williams was placed on administrative leave early Wednesday following an investigation into a bomb threat he made against City Hall earlier this year. So the Deputy Director of Public Safety called in a bomb threat to City Hall because he didn't want to go to work that day.
It's crazy.
It's like,
And then they
kids.
have private fire departments that work together with, like, how does that work? It's just a mess out there, and I think you're gonna find out just how bad of a mess it is out there politically and otherwise.
Who's on the show today?
We have a wonderful show lined up. We have guests who are joining us from across the street at Lean Rocket Lab, and they'll join us right after this break. Stay with us.